everybody, and welcome to installment 2 of our 7 Days to Die Skyscraper building series. I'm your host, Lowfdog. You probably remember me from yesterday. As you can see, it's morning. We worked throughout the night. I finalized what materials I'm going to use for the building, and that was actually a really tricky process. The blocks again have changed from Alpha 12 to Alpha 13. Things that used to look really great don't look so good anymore. There have been slight changes as they changed the textures. I knew that I wanted to use these steel walls because these are durable, so in a game situation, if I have this as a POI, then the players are still going to be able to go into these things without them falling on day one due to zombies, etc. Now, we did some material testing over here, and this is one of the things that I recommend that you do, that you try out the different materials to see how they work. I do like the shiny material. This is the plate cabinet top. It looks really great, but it's not the look that we're going for here. It still would be good, but it's not gonna work. Similarly, the drop 02, you've got these borders on the edge. From a distance, it's gonna look extremely blocky. Like if we pull out, if we used all of it, you would see those blocks, and that's not really something I want to go for. I'm still going to use the drop 02 for the floors and the ceilings. I think that will work just fine, but for an exterior material, not so much. Similarly, pole block 03, which I liked a lot in Alpha 12, it's looking a lot more wooden now, and it just doesn't work. Now, that's separate from the fact it doesn't match up with the plate block. I tried the different glass things, and as you can see, all of these are on wood frames. So when I get rid of them, I'm gonna pull all of these things, and we'll do that shortly. So you can see the horrible mess it makes. It's still less of a mess than if you had to get rid of it all through either, I don't like to use TNT a lot. If you use TNT or if you use the auger, it's going to take longer because these steel walls, they are very, very durable. So yeah, if I make a mistake, it's going to be a little more time consuming. I thought about different things. The idea that, make it in the reinforced concrete and then upgrade it as I went along. I figure it's going to be the same amount of time that I would spend upgrading as opposed to just building it in that and fixing the mistakes as I go along. As you can see here, this was the original idea, that I do like these blocks. One thing I don't like about the glass industrial block 02, that's what this is, you'll see this in gas stations and a lot of other things, is you can't see through it. So if I have a 20-story building, I'm up on the 20th floor, I can't really enjoy the view because it's blocked off. Similarly, I believe it blocks the light as well, so I think you can see all sorts of problems with that. That being said, the big expanses of glass, not a real big fan of, and I don't know what that's going to do for lag. I'm using the business glass instead of the shower glass to be more Slanhattan friendly. You're welcome, Slan. But I went through a lot of tried different materials. This is those consoles. What is the actual block called? The control panel base 08. Again, you still have the same blocky issue. Also, it would create in-game issues because you could harvest this for, I believe, electronics. Not real sure on that. Let's just see, since I'm gonna get rid of all this poop anyway. my ventrilo, so probably other people are going to be wondering what I'm up to. Okay, so if we harvest this, let's see what we get. A little scrap metal. Well, maybe this isn't too bad for this. But anyway, I didn't like the material. This, I tried the facade, the idea of putting the black thing around the edge. Still don't like the blockiness. This actually would be probably good in a different building with the plate and then using the block for the segments. You're creating this nice vertical look. Don't think it's gonna work for this building. Like I said, I tried to vary things up in my city so you don't see the same building over and over again. This is the concrete plate block, which might be good, might be poop. We'll build something out of that eventually, just not for this building. That's not what I'm going for. And I went over here, tried this. Again, this is a little too, it's not what I wanted exactly. Still didn't quite get it. This iteration I think is probably the best. So we're using the quarter pole block out of the steel, and as you can see, as long as we do it all the way around the building, it'll look even and it'll look pretty good. And I'll use the, not the actual business block, I'll use the business plate, which as you place this, you're gonna notice it doesn't show you where you're at. So you just have to remember, oh hey, this is gonna put this on the right. So if I do this right here, it's like this. So if I want it to face the other way, I have to, well, I have to hit the thing and then, yeah, like that. So you just have to remember the trial and error, but luckily these are easy to get rid of. So that's what we're gonna do for this building. As you can see, I've already put the steel blocks. Now, I am using the Seagram's building as inspiration, and one of the things that you have is you have an overhang and then a central building. So the first 2 floors, this area would be kind of like an open courtyard. So you would have like, you know, your either sidewalk or some sort of concrete, and then that would be like a little fringe around the edge here. Just one block actually in every direction. So kind of like a U-shaped courtyard underneath where you would have the different pillars. So that's the plan. So I'm going to build this up like so. The way it works is ground floor, then 4 blocks for a floor, and then the 5th block is the you know, the start of the next floor. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we put these pillars in here first, like so. It'll start coming together pretty quick. I think you'll see where I'm going with this. I'm not going to make you watch all of this, and doing the sped up like you see in a lot of the Minecraft videos isn't really going to work so well. So I'll just keep doing this for a little bit, and you know, we can talk about different things. Oh, and I'll show you what happens when you get rid of the stuff. That's how I recommend you do materials tests, is out on the street and put the wood frames under it. So when you get rid of them, oh, and obviously do this in debug mode, in God mode, because you don't want the poops to fall on you and kill you for obvious reasons. If you're gonna go and you're doing the creative route, obviously you're not gonna do this in the game. You're probably not gonna build a skyscraper either, but you just, yeah, that's just like that. And as you can see, it makes a little bit of a mess that we'll have to clean up, but it's way more time efficient than what we were doing before. Yeah. Look at all that. Aren't you glad you don't have to clean that up? I have to clean that up. It's my own fault. I think I'll keep the one that I'm using as a reference, just so I remember what the heck I'm doing. You know, dogs can get a little ADD sometimes. Wow, that thing's all holding up on that one block. Yep. And as you can see, we've made quite a mess. Which I won't make you have to watch while I clean up on it, because nobody wants to watch that. Maybe you do want to watch that, but I don't think you do. If you do, maybe, you know, I'll record some of that kind of stuff as like outtakes. But I think you'll see what I'm doing as we get closer, you know, to where we're going. Anyway, that's it for this installment. If you like this very simplistic video, remember we're gonna have updates all the time, because I can do short updates. I just can't. I have to reset my computer after each one, or at least get out of the game and come back in. The memory leaks are pretty bad. Although I have come to recognize the warning signs when it's about to go. Maybe you're seeing this on your machine too. If suddenly your computer starts acting like you're getting like 3 frames a second, that's a darn good time to get out of the game, and then just quit out all the way to the Steam menu and come back. Otherwise you could really get in the situation where you have to do the cold reboot, which is probably not good for your computer, and it's certainly going to take a long time. And if all your friends are playing on the server, you will watch as as the day goes by while you're rebooting forever and ever, it seems. Anyway, if you like this video, give me a like. Maybe put in the comments, like, you know, anything that you want to see. This building will come together fast. I think you will be surprised at how fast this building, you know, gets put together, assuming that I don't misclick a lot. All right, I will catch you later. And I hope you're having as much fun in Alpha 13 as I am. It's actually not a bad, I really do enjoy what they've done with the game. Especially the new POIs that they've added. I do wish, maybe it's in there, I haven't seen it yet, but I really do wish that they add the hotel back to the POIs, because that's been the dream, is to build the base around the hotel. And I haven't been able to actually do it since Alpha 10. So, fingers crossed. I'll catch you guys later. Oh man, this is a huge mess in Crabs. I've been working on the dog town all the live long day in Crabs. its head. Oh. Union mandated goldenrod tea break. That's right. That's right. Delicious.